Raising kids is expensive. It creates a lot of financial problems for somebody जो शायद नहीं well settled है.
You cannot compensate a pet in your life because you don't want kids.
मैं, मेरा पार्टनर के पेरेंट्स के रिलेटिव्स, वो बाजू वाला उसका रिलेटिव, इसका बच्चा हुआ है या नहीं, उनको ज्यादा पड़ी है, तो बहुत ज्यादा सोसाइटल प्रेशर.
Once you marry somebody, your partner is the first priority.
No.
Because your kid will someday leave you.
You are a generation who don't want to be disciplined.
So you're saying discipline only comes from the child.
Once you become a parent, मुझे लगता है you become a better human being also.
Absolutely.
ठीक है?
Are we on the same page कि इस एपिसोड में बच्चे करने की सपोर्ट में
Hi, my name is Praveen Barot.
Hi, I'm Geetanjali Advani. I'm Smita.
और उनके अगेंस्ट लोग
Hi, I'm Tarun.
I'm Ankita.
I am Raghunandan.
आएंगे आमने सामने. But this time there's a twist. हमारे पास है एक स्पेशल जूरी
Hi, I'm Alisha.
I am Raghu. I am Sukrit.
जो डिसाइड करेगी कौन जीतेगा. क्या ये दोनों साइड्स किसी बात पे अग्री कर पाएंगे? Let's find out. क्या बच्चे करना एक सोसाइटल ऑब्लिगेशन है?
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
I mean societal obligation तो है ही. हम बॉम्बे की बात करें या बॉम्बे के बाहर बात करें, छोटे छोटे गाँव में फैमिली से ज़्यादा प्रेशर आता है बच्चा करने के लिए. दादा दादी को छोटा पोता या पोती चाहिए खिलाने के लिए. इवन इन मेट्रो सिटीज इट्स नॉट जस्ट द सोसाइटी, इट्स ऑल्सो द पार्टनर. आई मीन पति पत्नी है, पति को शायद नहीं चाहिए क्योंकि दे आर आदमी होते हैं, वो उनको प्रोवाइड, आई मीन दे हैव दैट फीलिंग ऑफ बीइंग अ प्रोवाइडर. So they feel that they want to be financially stable before getting into like parenthood and stuff. But there's a biological clock for women and उनको motherly instinct आ जाती है, तो they want to have a child. Most of the time the guy has to give in. तो कहीं ना कहीं societal pressure भी है, partner से भी थोड़ा बहुत pressure आता है. So I think yeah.
मुझे ऐसे इसमें ऐड करना है, सोसाइटल प्रेशर इज लाइक मैं, मेरा पार्टनर के पेरेंट्स के रिलेटिव्स, वो बाजू वाला उसका रिलेटिव, इसका बच्चा हुआ है या नहीं, उनको ज्यादा पड़ी है, तो बहुत ज्यादा सोसाइटल प्रेशर.
I don't agree to it at all. I'm talking purely about myself, people around me in Bombay. यार यहाँ पर हम एक पार्टनर के लिए नहीं किसी से पूछते, करियर चॉइस के लिए नहीं पूछते, बच्चे के लिए कौन हमें फोर्स कर सकता है? मतलब मजाल है किसी. I don't think so.
मैं थोड़ा सा इसमें डिफर करूंगा. I mean, this is not this area का डिबेट, but I'm just saying that प्रेशर तो है, चाहे वो पढ़े लिखे खानदान में हो, रेस खानदान में हो, चाहे मिडिल क्लास में हो या लोअर मिडिल क्लास में हो, that pressure is always there.
रिलेटिव्स पूछते हैं कि शादी कब कर रहे हो, और जब हो जाती है तो बच्चा
कब, फिर दूसरा कब कर रहे हो?
लेकिन eventually like I think things are changing now. Eventually ये एक couple का
Also-
decision होना चाहिए. Also it should come down to a women's choice.
Yeah.
I just feel that ये जो हम जितनी भी बातें अभी बात कर रहे हैं, लड़की पे प्रेशर एंड ऑल, व्हेन द गाय अंडरस्टैंड्स, व्हेन योर पार्टनर अंडरस्टैंड, एंड वो भी वहाँ सामने बैठ के अपने पेरेंट्स से बात करता है. वी आर अ जनरेशन जो बीच का है, जो अपनी पॉइंट भी रखना जानता है, वो समझता है where this question is coming from और हमें क्या जवाब देना है. तो आई थिंक जब तक even the men don't start speaking,
Which is why I'm saying they don't.
speaking from personal experience, my husband does not want, but when he knew that I'm getting pressure from his family, he spoke to his parents. Now today, after COVID and so many things, when I know that my husband wants a breather space and everything, I have the sensibility to take a stand in front of my parents and my in-laws, saying that this is not going to happen till the time my husband and I both are on board for this thing. For, you know, having a
And
child.
absolutely, this is today's woman. This is
But
exactly
I
what's happening.
genuinely have a question to you. Now you said that you've been married, you want kids, and he doesn't want kids. So how does that work?
See, firstly, me and my husband, we have a friendship. We respect each other's perspectives. And I don't think कि एक बच्चा होना ना होना is going to put a question mark on my marriage.
Isn't it something that will affect your happiness? Because you definitely want to be a mother. He doesn't
They're
want to
so
be a father.
mature to talk it out, then
No, it's
how?
not.
Let's figure out a way, no, bro.
Yeah, and similarly, a friend of mine who's just getting married now, both of them don't want to have kid, and they've discussed that before marriage, and now they're getting into a marriage. So
Yeah, which
it's
is why I'm
both
saying
ways.
it gets difficult.
No.
No, it
I
does
think
not.
these conversations these days are happening before marriage.
हाँ यार.
या हम अपने आप को चेंज कर सकते हैं. हम हमारी पार्टनर के साथ क्या हो रहा है वो चेंज कर सकते हैं. ये प्रेशर ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ बोल के आ जाएगा. मैंने सुना दिया मेरे डैड मॉम डैड को, तो वो प्रेशर उनकी मेरी वाइफ से निकल जाएगा, क्योंकि वो सिर्फ एक जगह से नहीं आ रहा ना. वो कहीं फंक्शन में गई, मुझे नहीं पता किससे किसको क्या बोला, वो शायद मुझे बताएगी भी नहीं.
Yes.
क्योंकि वो एक जगह से नहीं आ रहा है, सोसाइटी से आ रहा है, कलेक्टिवली.
वो तो डील कर रहे हैं सोसाइटी के
हाँ, तो वही है ना, सोसाइटल प्रेशर से. सो वही हम एग्री कर
We
रहे
are on the same page.
हैं.
We are on the same page.
There's several issues in the country. Doesn't mean अरे अंधेरी के एक रोड पर गड्ढा है, मैं अंधेरी से रास्ता ही मोड़ लेता हूँ, मैं जाऊंगा ही नहीं उस तरफ.
नहीं, मैं घंटा तो घंटे में साइड से
Kids.
No kids.
No Kids section, guys, they really put out points about not being very biased in terms of which tier 1, tier 2, etc. They kept in mind like India is not yet ready like to accept the fact that it is okay to not have kids.
मेरे को तरुण का पॉइंट अच्छा लगा क्योंकि जैसे उसने बोला कि सोशल ऑब्लिगेशन हर जगह से आता है, एक जगह से नहीं आता.
The kids panel also made a valid point when they mentioned that in the present context, like the present generation is a lot more able and a lot more vocal about what they want and their choices, and then it is not as big a societal obligation as it is right now as it was, say, in the millennial or in the previous generation. So that is why I thought their argument was much more stronger. I believe they should get the point in this round.
क्या बच्चे खुशी देने से ज्यादा लाइफ को कॉम्प्लिकेट करते हैं?
No.
Yes.
yes.
You guys aren't even parents.
We have seen people, we know people who are parents, we know school का fees कितना है. So as per economic times, like recently I saw an article, the cost of raising a kid in India is somewhere around 65 lakhs to 1 crore to till the time they grow up. I mean, that's a huge amount of money. Raising kids is expensive. So it creates a lot of financial problems for somebody जो शायद नहीं well settled है. So at 31, I don't want to take that responsibility. I know that it will create a lot of complications. Because अभी मैं 31 पे हूँ. 40 की उम्र तक मैं अगर मजे भी करता हूँ, 40 की उम्र में मेरे को नहीं चाहिए बच्चा. तब अगर मेरे घुटने दुख रहे तो मैं वो ध्यान रखूंगा. मेरे को 40 की उम्र में उसके साथ नहीं खेलना है.
There are things in life that you need to experience at a certain age. And there are, I mean, again, yeah, मैं थोड़ा old
So you
school
know, so you're saying कि अगर मैंने 31 तक वो सब भी रील्स आती है ना कि you need to see all of this before you turn 30. क्यों भाई? ये किस बात का प्रेशर
हम रील्स का यहाँ पे रेफरेंस नहीं लेंगे.
but because you said
I belong to a generation which was before mobile phones, guys.
so आपने बोला हर एक चीज का टाइम होता है. मेरे लिए जो मेरा टाइम तो अब तक आया ही नहीं है.
क्यों ऐसा लग रहा है?
That is the reason parenting has moved. It's not anymore 30 year कि 30 में बच्चा करना है.
But I feel मैं 10 साल काफी नहीं है मुझे मजे करने के लिए.
Why do you want to
Right?
why do you want to restrict yourself saying कि मेरा 31 हो गया है तो मुझे ये करना चाहिए था या मुझसे नहीं हुआ, मेरा 40 होगा, मेरा
और मैं अभी करूंगा because now I have the disposable income. Now I know, let's say just for an example मैं 10 लाख कमा रहा हूँ, उसमें अगर मैं बच्चा करता हूँ मुझे पता है कि मैं भी कहीं ना कहीं I will cut down at things. So I will not be happy because I wanted to do things which I'm not doing. और कहीं ना कहीं मुझे भी पता है कि मैं उसको भी वो नहीं दे पा रहा हूँ जो उसको सब चाहिए. क्योंकि जब मैं बड़ा
See, maybe you're right at your part. What I'm trying to say is here the debate is going in a way where we are trying to justify you. Oh no, ये भी हो सकता है, ये भी हो सकता है. We are trying to justify ourselves that हमारे लिए ये पैसे, ये स्कूल, ये एरिया
नहीं
से
matter
बढ़कर
करता है.
भी
नहीं
एक having
matter
a kid
करता है.
fulfillment है. पहले जो था कि भाई लड़की है उसकी शादी के लिए पैसा इकट्ठा करना है उसको. अभी ऐसा है 18 साल का बच्चा होगा, bro you are on your own, I am on my own and I'm looking forward for that life as well.
But 18 साल तक जो 1 CR तक जाएगा,
Which is okay, we are okay with that.
आप अपनी आप
you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm not okay with it. मैं जितना कर रहा हूँ मुझे पता है अभी मैं नहीं कर सकता बच्चा अफोर्ड.
तो ठीक है, तो आप at the moment this is your state of mind, maybe it will change.
So even if I have let's say 10 times what I'm earning right now, I would rather
Never say never, especially on the camera.
I would always say never for a kid.
But I have yeah.
क्वेश्चन तो ये था कि जॉय ज्यादा है या कॉम्प्लिकेशन ज्यादा है, तो हम अभी तक तो कॉम्प्लिकेशन ही डिस्कस कर
इसकी गरीबी खत्म नहीं हो रही, मैं जाऊंगा.
आप जॉय बताओ कि बच्चे होने के जॉयस क्या क्या है.
Every milestone in your life, जब आपने first salary लिया, आपको joy नहीं मिला. When
जब बच्चा पैदा होगा एक जॉय.
No, we are not counting like that. It's a joy we are not able to describe and point us. It's a joy which makes us, I mean, my life is full. I mean, today it's like कि मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है next, कि ये milestone चाहिए, ये चाहिए. I am absolutely satisfied and fulfilled and happy the moment I come back from a tiring day from Bandra to Thane, open the door and someone comes and hugs me. That kind of moment, I don't think any person can bring to my life.
You said that you open the door and you find somebody to hug you and stuff, right? Tell me one thing. For you, your child would come first or your partner or your parent?
No, are you comparing apples from
No. It is actually true. Like tomorrow,
मुझे मेरा हाथ पसंद है या पैर पसंद है.
very wrong.
once you marry somebody, your partner is the first priority.
No.
Because your kid will someday leave you.
No,
and
my
go.
partner is an adult. My kid
My
needs
partner
me.
doesn't leave me, bro.
Your kid will grow up and they will leave you, but your partner will
We
always
still
stay.
have the chemistry.
So for
It's a
that,
balanced life.
for
It's a
somebody
balanced
to
life.
open the door and hug me,
My
I have
partner
my
can't
partner.
reach before me.
I have my
To
partner.
what?
मुझे ऐसा भी लगता है, I mean I can talk about myself that as a father, once you become a parent, मुझे लगता है you become a better human being also.
Absolutely.
ठीक है, your relationship with your parents, your colleagues at work, anybody that you meet,
Empathy, kindness,
you know,
yeah.
वो
I
चीजें
think you
बदल
also
जाती है.
pass on your generational trauma to them.
Yes.
No, not anymore. Not
Are you
anymore.
telling
We
me
are a
that
very educated
you guys are
generation.
single? I'm assuming you guys are not married and single
Yes.
or whatever. You don't have traumas?
We absolutely have.
Then
But like
That's
most
the
of them
reason we
come
want to
from,
cut
like,
that.
you think
You're
that you are
then and
not
there.
knowingly, unknowingly passing on to that to your people who are surrounding you.
Not
Try
at all.
not
We are
to.
very conscious.
At least not to.
Right,
Not
I'm
going to
sorry.
do that to our children
I
as
don't
well.
have any trauma. My parents have taken good care of myself. So I personally feel that we are evolving as a parent and we want to move forward to create a generation which is just spot on.
No kids.
No kids.
Kids.
Tarun meant to say is that in his case, right, he has not lived his life to the entire extent. अगर वो खुद भी parents भी गरीबी में जी रहे हैं और फिर भी जानबूझ के बच्चा कर रहा है, बच्चा भी गरीब, parents भी गरीब, तो like what's the point of the life?
The kids section does put a point across saying that kids होना है, kids नहीं होना है, ये सब सोशल मीडिया पे जो देखते हैं या फिर जो आपके फ्रेंड सर्कल में जो बोलते हैं वगैरह वगैरह उस पे है. इट्स वेरी बेस्ड ऑन अदर पीपल्स सिचुएशन.
क्या बिना बच्चों के भी लाइफ फुलफिलिंग हो सकती है?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So can you have a fulfilling job if you're paid well?
Yeah.
Yes.
What if you have a toxic boss? What if your work is like you're working crazy hours and you're just unhealthy?
We are
Just
trained-
because you're getting paid well, it's a fulfilling job.
Trained
Wait
well.
करो, point
We are
क्या?
trained well.
I'm wait करो, क्या point है?
No, the point being the question is not valid. Like, I mean, of course, anyone can have whatever life they want without kids.
Both the parties are happy, like who want kids and who don't want kids. But there is also research suggesting that who don't have kids are, you know, the number of people is increasing by the day. People are traveling, people are moving around easily, they are making career choices easily. You know, they don't have to think before making a decision. When there's a perspective of kids in a picture, while taking these decisions, it becomes, you know, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है ये सोचना कि अरे मेरा बच्चा है तो मुझे जॉब नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए या मेरा बच्चा है तो मुझे यहाँ ट्रैवल नहीं करना चाहिए बिकॉज ये इतनी बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है पीपल आर नॉट फाइंडिंग इट फुलफिलिंग to you know have kids.
But these things, so you guys, even when you're living alone, you think कि यार मेरी maid चली जाएगी, मैं गोरेगांव से बोरीवली अगर चली जाऊंगी तो यार वहाँ पे मेरी maid नहीं आएगी, ठीक है?
Stakes इतने high नहीं होते ना जब
Of course होता है. People who have pets,
अपने high नहीं होते ना. अब जैसे मैं कहीं भी ले
maybe
लूँगा.
for you not, maybe for other people, they are very close and they really want their maid, they really want their cook, they really don't want to leave their pets.
I personally feel my life is as it was 10 years back, how I am living. Kid becomes a part of it and you move on. You learn to move on and evolve with
You have
it.
to move on. That
No, you
You
design
have to move on too. You can't be 20s till you're 40.
No.
You
You design your life around your child and around the things that add in your life and how you grow. You design your
Absolutely.
life. And there is
Absolutely.
nothing that
You guys are comparing a kid to a job, but if it's a job,
Yeah.
then I think that's the last thing you want to do.
No, we are comparing the kid with a situation
I
you're
just
giving
have
us.
a
Say, for
question.
example, you have a dog, so you will have to wake up at 7 to take the dog for a round, right? So that's a responsibility you're adding onto your schedule.
Exactly.
You are taking
want that
leave.
responsibility.
I don't want that.
I
dog.
don't get up at 7. I don't want that dog.
So
I don't get up
basically,
at
you're a generation who don't want to be disciplined.
So you're saying
generation, right?
discipline only
comes
comes
with
from
the
the
child.
child.
No. Discipline comes from a schedule. You're saying, I don't want
So
to do
exactly,
I
see,
don't
that
want
can
this.
see that can happen without a child. We are saying that one can have a fulfilled life with or without the children.
देखो मेरा ये मानना है we come into this world भगवान ने हमको सारे काम करने के लिए भेजे पैदा हो माँ बाप की सेवा करो जॉब करो काम करो पैसा कमाओ बच्चे करो बच्चों का प्यार बुजुर्गों का प्यार वगैरह मैं ये बिलीव करता हूँ genuinely I'm a very old schooler right and you cannot replace one from another you cannot compensate a pet in your life because you don't want kids pet का प्यार अलग है
But nobody is saying
बच्चे का प्यार अलग है
we just don't want to be
एक-
parents.
That's happening.
We
It's just
just want to be parents. I mean, it's proven that you can have a fulfilled life with or without. In fact, sometimes you can have more level of satisfaction because there's freedom, there's more happiness. I mean, you don't have to think twice before taking a decision because
ये इसी बात पे मुझे प्रॉब्लम है कि ये जो आप कह रहे हो ना you have to think twice 10 times
seriously, you
you don't have
to.
overthinking anyways you guys are overthinking
No kids.
I disagree in the fact that the no kids section called it a liability. Like, it's a personal choice. Kids section did put it out very well. These issues that you face comes nonetheless, whether or not you have kids, etc. It's how you deal with it.
नो किड्स वाला पैनल जो लोग थे उन्होंने सही से यही बोला है कि जब बच्चा आ जाता है इन द पिक्चर तो अगर उनको कहीं रिलोकेट करना है या दे वांट टू टेक अप न्यू करियर तो फिर वो बच्चे के बारे में उनको सोचना पड़ता है पहले, जबकि अगर बच्चा ना हो तो देन इट इज जस्ट अमंग्स देम एंड देयर पार्टनर टू डिसाइड, राइट? तो वो एक एक्स्ट्रा फैक्टर जब आ जाता है बीच में तो फिर और मुश्किल हो जाता है टू टेक दैट डिसीजन।
और ऑल्सो वो बच्चों की पढ़ाई, पैसे।
क्या मदरहुड इंडियन वुमेन के करियर्स को कॉम्प्रोमाइज करती है?
Yes, they do.
Yes, to a certain extent,
Yeah.
things are getting better.
Yeah, I think बहुत points है. I mean, career break हो जाता है. You know, there is no enough support for mothers if they are in a nuclear family. फिर there's just husband, the wife and the kid, and most of the pressure is on the woman to bear those responsibilities. And if she's a working woman, then she has to work also. She has to take care of the kid also. जो भी government ने schemes लाई है, 6 months leave, etc. But I think उससे भी ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है औरतों को रिकवर करने के लिए. इट्स लाइक कि हाँ बच्चा पैदा हो गया, शी कैन टेक केयर ऑफ हरसेल्फ, टेक केयर ऑफ द किड, एंड वो एक्सपेक्ट किया जाता है कि हम वी आर सुपर ह्यूमंस एंड हम ये सब मैनेज कर लेंगे. बट आई थिंक इस पे और ज़्यादा एम्फोसिस देना चाहिए. मे बी इट शुड नॉट बी कंसिडर्ड एज अ करियर ब्रेक अगर उनको ज़्यादा लीव लेनी है, लाइक 6 months या 1 year. ये सब कंसिडरेशंस की भी अभी ज़रूरत है. बहुत career impact करता है is what I feel.
I think I'll vote for both because I've seen both sides of it.
Yeah.
While I was pregnant, I went for an interview. Of course, I was the tummy wasn't visible, so I was hired, and everything was closed. But ethically, I had to inform them that I am pregnant. This was the 2nd month or something. When I went and informed them that I'm pregnant, they just figured a reason to not hire me. So I know where you were coming from. Cut to today. I also realized that COVID changed a lot for me. Why it changed? Because of new age companies with great mental wellness policies, with paternal leaves, with all that coming in the picture, with new age companies, startups, bringing those things together, made it easy, hybrid situation, remote situation, much better than what it was before COVID. So for me, it's very upfront where I can make choices. And I personally feel I've been lucky to work with few new age companies where the bosses are understanding and asking me to, hey, you're paid PTM, please take a leave. So it's both ways.
I have to say that, I mean, it's never been easy for women. Anyways, with or without kid or whatever, I
Yeah.
think it's not easy for women. Our country is a work in progress. I had my kid in England. I was with my wife over there. I have seen the difference that is there, how people are so conscious and so supportive and so sensitive towards a woman who is pregnant. Basic human life की value हमारे देश में और बाहर के देश में ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क है. So वो तो चाहे pregnant lady हो, चाहे एक बूढ़ा आदमी हो जो बेचारा रास्ता क्रॉस नहीं कर पा रहा, हम तो पैं 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 हॉर्न मारेंगे, उसको लगा हट तो हमें को निकलना है. So basic human life की तो हमारे यहाँ पे वैसे भी वैल्यू नहीं है. So that is not just a women problem.
When it comes to kids, it is a problem for women because as per a McKinsey report, I mean, imagine how many women would leave their job after having a child. It's 57%.
I think it's more.
More, yeah.
Because I think it's more, and I totally agree with you.
Which is a drastic number. Like, I mean, we wouldn't, like, a guy doesn't have to leave the job even after having a kid or nothing. I mean, but a woman, 57% is a huge margin. And I'm sure that majority, there will be a certain number of people who would be doing it willingly. But still, there are many women who sacrifice their careers because they have to take care of a child.
That's why
and they don't
mompreneurs
expect.
are mushrooming.
A lot of
they
women,
don't
a lot of
expect
women
it
would be sacrificing their careers. A lot of women would be willingly happy, be very, very happy to not work. They want to be homemakers. They want to take care of their kids and all of that. Also, we have to understand that we are in Mumbai right now. Our country is beyond Mumbai. Like I said before, rural areas बहुत सारे हैं. आप तो करियर की बात कर रहे हो. A lot of people don't even aspire anything else because उन पर पहले से ही वो इतना सारा प्रेशर होता है कि एक लड़की है तो उसको बड़े होकर यही करना है, बच्चा पैदा करना है, घर गृहस्थी बचानी है. I completely agree with that. But like I said, things are changing and it's, I think, changing towards the better. I can speak for all the cool lads like me. I'm hoping that gets better for women.
Sharing the load.
Sharing the load, of course. Carrying the pink color bag with baby food
I
and
do that.
diapers and all of that.
But for my girlfriend.
Great. So you'll be a great dad, bro. So yeah, so I think things are changing, and I just hope that after watching our conversation, at least the dads who are there, please, yeah, up your game, guys. Come on,
No kids.
kids.
No kids.
आई थिंक इस जनरेशन में तो हो जाता है मैनेज.
India has not reached a point wherein everyone is in the same boat of like getting the privilege of being in companies that do provide aid. Hence, it does hinder in most cases.
And the winning side is no kids.
सुखी रहो बेटा।
अगर आपको ऐसे और इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक्स देखने हैं तो
हमें कमेंट्स में बताइए।
एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू
लाइक
Share.
And subscribe to
पॉकेट चेंज।